Hello and welcome to the GrapeSEED Official Podcast. We have a new Teacher Says as our episode today. In this series, we ask many veteran GrapeSEED teachers a couple of questions about practical teaching tips or just good ideas for running a GrapeSEED program smoothly. Keep in mind that these are the opinions of the teachers themselves. They are sharing what they have learned has worked for them through years of self-reflection. Something that works for one teacher may not work for another. These tips are meant to give you ideas on what to do or to inspire your own journey of self-reflection. In this episode, you will hear from Aaron, Alina, Will, Bruno, and Matthew. Let's get started. Number 1. How do you encourage students to do REP?
Oh man, this is one of those big life questions, and I don't think I've got all the answers for this one. I'll share what we do at our school, some things we try to do. Something we've done in the past couple of years is create these REP charts for all the classes, and we'll put them on display in the hallway where students wait for classes. And then we update these charts once a month after we collect the daybooks, and we put in all the data and make the chart. And over time, the color of the student's bar, it's like a bar graph, will change depending on how much REP they've done. So they can see how much they've done, they can see how much their friends do, and they can also see, okay, I'm changing the color, I'm going to the new color because I passed a certain threshold. We don't do like a completely new one every month. We update where we do a cumulative score of 3 months' time. And the reason we did 3 months is we want to show a little more growth that, okay, I've done 3 months of really, really good REP. But also, if a student, maybe 1 or 2 months, they didn't do really well, if we just kept a cumulative score for the entire year, they would always be held back by just that 1 or 2 months that they didn't do so well. So resetting it every 3 months gives them a new clean slate that they can start again and try better the next time. I don't really have any clear data of how effective this is, but we do. The teachers all feel it's really effective for us, that the teachers are easily able to see who's doing REP and who's not, if we ever want to check. And again, I've got something that doesn't maybe pertain to encouraging, but maybe related to increasing our REP. And it's, again, building habits at a young age, that if they get into the habit of doing REP every single day from when they first enter GrapeSEED, they're going to be way more likely to continue that as they get older and they go into elementary school, especially compared to those who don't do that in their younger years. And something that we've also been doing, not really related to students, but to the parents, is we've been really trying to communicate pretty strongly to the parents about how important REP is and how important the first few years are. And that maybe the first few years, a lot of support will be needed. And I don't want to say it's for every school, because we become a little blunt with it, that it's really, really important. And maybe some parents decide, okay, maybe GrapeSEED is a bit too tough. But we've also seen that the new classes, the parents do give a lot more support, and the students have a much higher level of REP done because we've communicated just how important it is to do it.
We have lessons every day, so making REP part of our daily routine is a great way to make sure that books and reading are regular, familiar, and kind of fun experiences for us. And I get them to choose which session to read. I have some soft mats, so we sit in a circle on the floor and enjoy our time together. Our responses on reading and feedback has a strong effect on their efforts to become good readers. And I always remember to give them genuine praise for their efforts.
One thing is to praise children who obviously have been listening, like they can sing the songs early on in the unit, or they know parts of the story that they wouldn't know if they hadn't listened to the REP or done the REP. Another thing I like to do is to show the show them the app in class, especially at the end of the lesson. If we finished everything, we have 2 or 3 extra minutes, then I show them, we watch a lineman video. Speaking of lineman, one thing I did this year, because we have Halloween every year. And so every year I dress as some different character. And this year, my Halloween costume was Mr. Lineman. So that, especially because the parents all saw, they're like, "Oh, you're Mr. Lineman." And I think that is in a roundabout way, it encourages them to watch it. They all love Mr. Lineman. So we love to watch lineman videos at the end of the class if we have a few minutes. One more thing is to, when I get the chance to talk to the parents about the app, to say, "Oh yeah, your kid's doing great. And are you doing the app? And like, did you know?" And then so I have my work iPad, which has the GrapeSEED app on it. And so I can bring it out and show them, "Did you know that like you can do this and this on the app?" And that helps a lot as well.
Okay, so this just starts at a young age. Whenever we start kids on GrapeSEED, and Little Seed too, we encourage the parents to, sit down with your kids, open up the books, listen to the CDs, watch the DVDs. And at that young age, it's mostly up to the parents. But in class, we also do REP, and I also always encourage kids. Every class, I just say, "Hey, who listened to their REP yesterday?" And some kids will raise their hands like, "Oh, that's fantastic. That was a very good job."
Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I'm sad to say goodbye. It was a good day, but now I will say goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.